She's supported by her family and friends. I'm not aware of any other criminal activity prior to this particular incident. Not aware of that.
Your Honor.
Your Honor, the defendant.
This is so sad. This girl got a 4.0 plus, an A plus average in school, and she's facing, at 17, she's facing life in prison without the possibility of her ever being paroled by making one stupid mistake. By making one stupid mistake.
Victim tried to flee from the defendant, with defendant chasing her around the
Was
classroom.
bullying
Defendant stabbed
a part of
victim
this
one
or
more
what?
time in the back,
Or
at which time the
did she
defendant-
just mean
I'm
to
sorry,
stab her
the victim fell to
and
the
wound
floor.
up killing
The
her?
defendant then stabbed
Oh my
with
God,
a hammer
this is
fist
so
punch,
sad.
stabbed to the back, which punctured her lung. Defendant was pushed from the classroom by the teacher. The defendant then tried to get around the teacher to get back in the classroom, yelling, "I'm going to kill her." Victim had no pulse and was pronounced dead at 09:24 hours at St. John's Oakland Hospital. Witnesses that said that the defendant was smiling and laughing as she was chasing the victim. Your Honor, we're asking for one count of murder in the first degree.
How old was Tanea Lewis and the other defendant?
Miss Lewis is 17 years old.
Very good. Based on the testimony of the officer, the court does find there's sufficient evidence to support one count of premeditated murder. I will sign that warrant.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Nightmare for this residential community on 161st Street.
Are you Tanea Lewis?
This morning, police responded to a...
Ms. Lewis, can you hear me okay? Yes. Ms. Lewis, you are before the court for an arraignment. Is there representation on behalf of Ms. Lewis here?
Please, the court, Mark Brown, appearing on behalf of Ms. Lewis.
911 call.
Very good.
They found 9 babies in the
Prosecuting
building.
Attorney Eric
3 of them stabbed.
All right, today's is set for an arraignment.
This is sad.
Complaint more.
Her life is
Mr.
gone.
Brown, have you had an opportunity to see the charges?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, as to the reading, how do you want to proceed?
We waived the formal reading, although we have to stand you.
All right,
This
very
is
good.
so sad.
Ms. Lewis, you are some very serious charges you're facing. I will read the charges. You are charged with one count of first-degree murder, homicide. Ms. Lewis, allegations read as follows. On or about September 12, 2018, while in the city of Warren, you did deliberately, with the intent to kill and with premeditation, kill and murder one Dana Gibson. Ms. Lewis, do you understand the charge?
I will. Uniform members of the service
I'm
found
going to need you to
several
verbalize that out loud, ma'am.
3 of the injured were infants.
All right, and if you are found guilty of this charge, you could face life without parole. However, I'm not sure. Is that correct?
That is a potential.
It is a potential, and Mr. Brown, you've discussed with your client? All right. Ms. Lewis, you could potentially face life without parole. Do you understand that?
There were 11 babies.
And have you discussed that with your attorney?
The company that runs the place is Maybow.
All right. Mr. Brown and Ms. Lewis, you do have a right to a pretrial or probable cause conference in front of a judge within 14 days. We have set those days already. Have you gotten a copy of the dates?
I have not, Judge.
All right. The first date will be on September 27, 2018 at 8:45. Will be in front of Judge Sabah. The second date is your probable cause hearing. The prosecution will have the opportunity to call witnesses to prove there's probable cause that this crime was committed. Ms. Lewis, probable cause that you committed it. That is on October 4, 2018 at 8:45. Here's your dates for that, sir.
Thank you very much, Judge.
Anything
All right. As
at least
Bond,
one
I'm
mark.
going to both sides on this matter. Start with Mr. Brown. You're going to address Bond on your client.
If the court would entertain bond, certainly she is obviously the court, she's a high school student. It's my understanding her grade point average is 4 point plus. She's supported by her family and friends. I'm not aware of any other criminal activity prior to this particular incident. I would look at that.
Mr. Smith, on behalf of the people.
Your Honor, the defendant faces first-degree murder, premeditated. Your Honor, the defendant faces the potential of life in prison without parole. Despite, even given her age of 17, she could still face life in prison without parole. Your Honor, the victim in this case was a 16-year-old girl murdered inside of a high school. And that murder in a high school is the first in Macomb County history of a murder inside of any school in Macomb County. I think given all that, Your Honor, this defendant should not see the streets and should be locked up for the rest of this case. So we're asking for no bond.
All right, there's a balancing act when considering bond. I do recognize we have a 17-year-old here. She is, in the eyes of the court, an adult, and this is certainly an adult crime. We really need to look at the protection of society, and I believe there were a bunch of witnesses to this, when this happened is in the classroom, as stated in the information. Do we know approximately how many witnesses?
There's about 20 to 25 witnesses, Your Honor.
And I know we've got a frightened community, we have frightened students in schools, the senseless tragedy. Well, innocent until proven guilty, the court does feel that the state of Michigan will be safer if she remains incarcerated throughout the remainder of, until she sees trial. So I am going to hold you, Ms. Lewis, without bond. The next court date will be on September 27th. You have those dates.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.